Hello, and welcome to the reflection offered by St. Joe's Parish in Ottawa on this 23rd Sunday of Ordinary Time. Each year from September the 1st to October the 4th, the Christian family unites for the worldwide celebration of prayer and action to protect our common home. As followers of Christ from around the globe, we share a common role as caretakers of God's creation. We see that our well-being is interwoven with its well-being. The season of creation gives us another opportunity to reflect on how we care for our common home and the sisters and brothers who share it. This year, the theme for the season is A Home for All, renewing the oikos of God. The oikos is the Greek word for home. Those who prepared the material for this year's season of creation hope the word and image will stress the need for people to create a secure and just home for all. When Pope Francis wrote his encyclical Laudato Si 6 years ago, he used the term our common home to speak about the earth belonging to God and each beloved creature belonging to this common oikos. The concept of oikos describes the relationship between animals and plants, organisms and minerals, that each play a vital role in maintaining the balance of this beloved community. Each creature is important and contributes to the health and resilience of the bio-ecosystem in which we live. Humans belong to right relationship with this earth community. We are all made from the same stuff of the earth and are cared for by our co-creatures and the land. Human relationships also have an integral significance. Economic, social, and political relationships affect the balance of creation. Everything that we fabricate, use, and produce has its origin in the earth, whether mineral, plant, or animal-based. Our habits of consuming energy and goods affects the resilience of planetary systems and the capacity of the earth to heal itself and sustain life. Economic and political relationships have direct effects on the human families and other members of God's creation. Many sacred texts remind us that among our co-creatures, the Creator has given humans a special vocation to care and to protect this precious gift. Sustaining just ecological, social, economic, and political relationships requires our faith, reason, and wisdom. By faith, we remember that we are not stewards of an inanimate creation, but caretakers within the dynamic and living community of creation. The earth and all that exists is not a given, but a gift, held in trust. We are called not to dominate, but to safeguard. By reason, we discern how best to safeguard conditions for life and create economy and political structures that are rooted in the ecological limits of our common home. Through wisdom, we pay careful attention to the natural systems and the processes, to inherited and indigenous traditions, and to God's revelation in word and spirit. For centuries, humans have ordered our lives and the economies according to the logic of markets, rather than the limits of the earth. This false logic exploits the oikos and makes creation a means to economic or political ends. The current exploitation of land, plants, and animals and minerals for profit results in the loss of habitats that are homes for millions of species. Reason tells us that in this age, ecological and social disintegration and exclusion cause the current climate crisis and accelerate ecological instability. Wisdom equips us to find the answers and the pathways to build greener economies of life and just political systems that would sustain life for the planet and people. Faith gives us trust that God's Spirit is constantly renewing the face of the earth. Within this horizon of hope, our baptismal call frees us to return to our human vocation to tend and care for Mother Earth in ways that are renewing and life-giving. On January the 1st, 1990, Pope St. John Paul II, in his document titled Peace with God the Creator and Peace with All Creation, reminded Christians that their responsibility within creation and their duty toward nature and the Creator are an essential part of their faith. I have a brother who denies that human activity is responsible for the climate change crisis, a position which means he feels no need to change his lifestyle or to advocate on behalf of Mother Earth. For us who take a different view, it is important that our prayers during this season of creation leads to actions. This month, when politicians come to your doors asking for your vote, ask them how their party will ensure that human rights, social justice, and integrity of creation are at the center of their response to the current climate, public health, and biodiversity crises. As we celebrate the season of creation, may we hear the call to reshape our political, social, and economic system toward just, sustainable ways of life which respect the life-giving ecology limits of our common home. As Jesus commands us, be open, may we hear the call to care and sustain an ecological turning that will ensure that all creatures can find a home to flourish and participate in renewing the earth, this sacred gift created by God. Take care.